Hello, welcome to the Two Chicks Homestead podcast. We are the two chicks. Yay!
Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Erin, and we talk about homesteading and living on a small piece of land.
All right, everyone, welcome to episode 91.
Yep.
It's March 27th, 2024.
Yep.
And it's been a fun week. It's pouring down rain right now. Nice and chilly, 40-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah, it's cold, but I think because it's the end of March. I mean, if this was January, it'd be like...
out like a lion and like a lamb.
Yeah. So it's cold because we've already had 85-degree weather. Mm-hmm. Maybe not 85. I don't know.
Yep. So, we've had a couple nice days this week. It's been a little chilly here and there. Still had a couple freezes overnight. I think we have a couple days we're expecting it down to 26, and then from there it looks semi-decent. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
So, we've already had the water system up and running for the rabbits for a little while.
Yeah.
And then I shut it down because we got some cold nights. And something broke one of the lines, and we figured out what it was.
Oh, that's what broke the line?
I think so. So, we talked about it last week. We lost a kit. Well, we ended up actually losing two. And somebody gave me a really good idea to go put a game camera out behind the hutch. And I did that. And in 3 days, I got 400 photos and videos of rats running behind the hutch.
Yeah.
So, we lost two kits. We don't know how many rats there were. Figure I saw two for sure in one video. So, 10? Maybe?
Really?
It's a guess.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know how they multiply. So, if they multiply like rabbits, then there could be more.
Yeah.
But, so we had it's been a heck of a week trying to solve that problem. And I think that's going to be what this episode is going to be about. Dealing with the rats, losing some animals, and what we did to kind of fix it.
Mm-hmm.
So, first thing I did is we already had some tomcat bait here, and it was the kind that will not kill secondary animals. I think one of our listeners, Fred, suggested it. And I got a tub of that, a 4-pound tub for when we were having the mouse issues. And I put that inside the house. So we figured this rat issue surfaced. And why not throw half a bucket of bait behind the hutch?
Yeah, and that first night you threw it out there, the next day it was gone.
Yeah, gone. I threw probably 30 pieces out there. And I mean, this is not small pieces. This is,
like a bar of soap.
Yeah,
kind
about
of.
a bar of soap or half of a fire starter log.
Yeah.
You ever use those? So, I mean, it's an inch by 3, 1 by 3.
Yeah.
And all night I had 130 videos of them running around and picking up all the bait and taking it back into their wherever they were.
Yeah.
So, I actually ended up pulling out all the bins because we have concrete mixing bins underneath the rabbits that catch manure. And I think they were getting in that because it was letting them be up higher and get into the cage because they were getting stuff from the bottom. So I pulled all that out, all the bins out, and I just threw them off to the side, cleaned up all the piles that were in between, so pushed all the poop off the back that didn't get caught. And then I found all their trails underneath the lower shelf and found all their burrows there. And then I also found some underneath the neighbor's garage. And there's also some underneath the rain barrel, like that big 330-gallon rain barrel that we have. So I did not move that. That's still there. But in the videos, they were taking all that behind the rain barrel. So I'm guessing that's where their main area is. And, yeah. it has been 4 days, and we have not seen a single rat.
And there's still bait out there.
And there's still bait out on the ground. So the camera's out there. There's still bait out there. They haven't touched it. So I'm guessing it just kind of fixed itself.
Yeah. And I've noticed, and I know you've noticed, that whenever we come into the rabbit hutch, I know I will start making noises before I show up, because they would freak out.
Oh, yeah.
If we just came around the corner and went in. Mm-hmm. And now that the rats have been gone, they're not like that.
No. And that should have been my first clue, because they've been jumpy for a long time. Mm. It has probably been, I would say, ever since we moved them out of the shed to there. Mm-hmm. They're always jumping in the shed because you throw the door open, flip on the light, and walk in there.
Yeah.
That's unavoidable. Mm-hmm. But I think coming around the corner over there, they were really, really jumpy.
And I wonder if the rats moved in when the rabbits weren't there, because we just weren't over there. I don't know.
Could be. That very well could be. I
maybe not.
Kind of noticed something. I just thought it was the ground squirrels, because we have a huge problem with ground squirrels here at this house. Well, we did.
Well, they're not problems. There's just a lot of them.
Yeah. You'll see on average 15 a day, 20 a day running around. And they've got into the garage. I've seen droppings in there, and I've seen, I think we had one in there running around. I think we had a raccoon in the garage a while ago. We took care of that. But I think ever since these rats have moved in, I haven't seen as many chipmunks.
Yeah.
Chipmunks, ground squirrels, whatever you want to call them, 13 line. They're the little tiny ones that have the black lines on the back.
Chippendale.
Yeah. I have not seen, in the past 6 months, a ton of them.
Well.
Like fall. I would say probably late fall.
Yeah, because, last summer they'd, come and they'd, almost run over your feet.
Yeah.
Like, they were just everywhere.
Oh, yeah. And we had one in the house.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That's what ended up in our furnace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went for a ride. The hamster wheel was working. It got sucked into the blower, the squirrel cage blower motor, whatever you want to call that thing. And holy hell, was that thing making a ton of noise. So, but yeah, I think it's been, I don't know, it could be as much as 8-9 months that I've noticed them not be around as much.
Yeah, and you just don't think about it at the time.
Right. And I'm wondering if the rats were getting into their dens, like the rats moved into their dens.
Yeah.
And killed all their young and killed them.
Yeah.
Because that's essentially what they try to do with the rabbits.
Yeah, and a chipmunk is about a kit size.
Yeah, they're smaller than that. So, it very well could have happened. We are definitely going to pull back on the bait, I think, now. Mm-hmm. And not use that as much, and just kind of leave the camera out there. And I'll check it once a week and just see what we're getting.
Yeah.
I'll be able to tell, I can pull the SD card out, bring it in, and actually check on the laptop and look and see what's out there actually moving around. Mm-hmm. But we also got a air gun. Mm-hmm. And that was a little bit of a charade too. So for those that don't know, we live in Illinois. You and I both have our FOID cards, which is our firearm owner's ID cards. And we also both have our concealed carry cards. You can't just walk into a store and buy a .177 caliber air gun. You have to fill out a 4473, and I'm fairly certain you have to do a background check. So these are not things that are just on the shelf. Mm-hmm. So at least that's what I've heard. You have to do the 4473 and the background and do the wait period. But it's like, Iowa? You were out there? I'm like, why don't you just run over to Clinton, which is the next town over into Iowa, and go see what they got on the shelf.
Yeah, so I went to Farm and Fleet and was able to buy, I keep wanting to call it an airsoft, but it's the air gun.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to show ID, nothing. Just, okay, thanks.
Yep.
What's your rewards number?
Exactly. So it's a break barrel, and you can, if you don't live in Illinois, you can order them on Amazon. So we'll drop that link in the show notes for you. It's we end up getting a Gamo Swarm Viper Gen 3. And it's got a 10-round magazine on the top. It's a break barrel. They sell them in 177 and 22 caliber. So, take it for whatever you want. We were able to find the 177. You may be able to find the 22 in your area. But the 177 is definitely enough to do rat and squirrel. Mm-hmm. So, we may have to try that for squirrel season next year. So, but it's quiet enough where we can use it in the backyard and be safe about it, mm-hmm. and not use the 22 because we live in town.
Right.
So,
just on the edge of town, like there's no one behind us, so we're not like shooting it towards a house or anything.
Right. Absolutely. And when we set it up, there's actually I actually set up a backstop along the rain barrel so it wouldn't poke a hole in the rain barrel.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
So, that will work out if we need to use it. But I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue going forward.
Yeah.
So, the rabbits have definitely calmed down. They're a lot happier. Their water is not all flipped over, the water bowls that we put in there, because I noticed that.
You think now, it's like, man, they were probably flipping it over to scare the rat from underneath. And,
or just running around like crazy and tripping over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're now not flipping their water bowls over, and they're just like super chill. They're just sitting there watching you when you come in.
Yeah.
So, and I noticed that the moms, or the does, were pushing the nest boxes in the middle of the cage. Did you notice that too, kind of?
Kind of, yeah.
Where everybody, I would slide them all the way towards the back and in the corner, and I'd go out there and they'd be in the middle of the cage. So I'm wondering if they were thinking of that, which is pretty smart.
Yeah, or at least then they could run around.
Right, and chase whatever away.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's the more you see things, the more you realize that you were not paying attention.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you just get stuck in your ways that, nothing's happened. Mm-hmm. So why, double check to see that nothing has happened.
Right.
You just get stuck in La La Land.
And the saving grace is the fact it wasn't the doe eating the kit.
That's originally what I thought that.
Yeah.
And then after, a couple minutes, it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. It's from the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and the fact that she just would sit there and I couldn't see any blood on her.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she was just like, look what happened.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely, I'm content with where we're at. It was a little bit of a long week, but I think we have the situation under control, and we have a new tool to use at home.
And we've been talking about that for a while anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have a lot of stuff that could very easily not be in our yard.
Yeah.
So, the squirrels I don't mind too much.
Yeah. Squirrels are everywhere.
Yeah. The chipmunks get a little annoying if they come back. And, yeah. Every once in a while there's we have the oldest daughter's BB gun that we were using to chase things off. So this is a regular old Red Ryder BB gun.
That's pink.
That's pink. It's a pink Red Ryder. I can't tell you how many rabbits I've shot in the ass with that thing just to spook them out of here. So it should work. And then the girls can learn how to use it, and you'll learn how to use it. So
when we eventually do our annual gingerbread shoot.
That just popped up in my memories. We did it a year ago today.
I know. That was the third annual last year. So it'll probably be when it's warmer out.
Yeah. Well, tell everybody to bring it off for Easter.
Yeah, I know. We'll see. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, we keep thinking like, oh, we could just do it that day. Well, it's going to go by in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we'll get there. No, the gingerbread houses aren't hurting anything.
No.
Sitting around waiting.
No. They're probably nice and hard now, so they'll actually splinter.
Yeah.
Or crumble easier.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we take them all down the lane and we all get to shoot them and we line them all up.
Yep, there's a stump back there we use. And the girls usually bring out chairs and they sit and watch. And I got the tripod for the girls to use this time. So we'll actually try that out.
Yeah, my brother comes. He brings gingerbreads. My parents bring their gingerbread houses.
Yep, it'll be fun.
Yep.
So looking forward to that.
Maybe we'll get to do it in T-shirts this year.
Yeah, I think last year was hoodies and pants.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was still a little chilly out, but it wasn't horrible. So.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back there and shoot the little things that we got down in Peoria.
Oh,
that go
those
around
things are
the
fun.
dings.
So those are actually air gun targets.
Oh, okay.
So, we could maybe talk about doing that in the backyard.
Yeah, well, I don't know if the neighbors really want to hear ding, ding, ding.
I don't care.
Well, you may not care, but they might care, and then you know who they call.
Yeah.
And then our best friends come over. And
Yeah. 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 That is true. We don't need them showing up. So.
We could easily just walk a few yards and...
This is true. Go have some real fun with some 22s.
Yep.
Because I think I've got that 22 pretty well dialed in. So... But I think you got some stuff you were working on this week, too.
Yes, much as I was saying I wasn't going to do seeds, I have started seeds.
Officially started all the seeds.
Yeah. So, yeah, the peppers are going really good. Mm-hmm. The passion flowers have not come up, no matter how I have done them. I don't know what's going on with them, but
I don't either.
I don't think I'll be having passion flowers ever. But yeah, today I did tomatoes and everything. I did a bunch of onions. I've never done a lot of onions. Mm-hmm. Well, it was yesterday that I soaked a bunch of those pucks, like the dirt pucks, and then today was like, oh my god, how many things do I think I'm planting? So it's like I almost ran out of stuff because half the stuff you're not supposed to start.
Yeah.
And I forgot because I was going to do, I don't even remember. Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, shoot, I can't just not use these. Like I have to use them.
Yeah.
So I did everything.
Cool. So we should have a whole bunch of stuff.
We'll see. I am doing it with the anticipation of having to buy seedlings because I still have PTSD from last year.
Yeah, I mean, that's not the end of the world. It's kind of nice to go support the local people.
Yeah, and actually, I got really good produce last year.
Yeah, we did. Last year was the first year we actually grew big tomatoes.
Big tomatoes, yeah. I don't do well with big tomatoes. No. I don't know why. But yeah, last year, they were all perfect.
Yeah, and we got those, they're the Cherokee purples last year. They were really good.
Yeah, I did plant some of those. Okay. So we'll see. But I mean, I've always planted them, and I get like 2.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Cool. I can't wait.
But they're
getting there.
Yep.
So it's warming up. Spring is here. Mm. I think the groundhog was right. We're about done with winter. So
yeah.
Kind of excited. And then work a little bit on the composting outhouse. I haven't been able to get out there because it's been a little too chilly. Mm-hmm. Got a few more things to do on that. All the framework's done. I just got to build out or put the walls on, assemble it all, and kind of go from there. So another couple days probably to get that finished.
That'll be nice.
Yep. And then everybody who's listening, don't forget there are tickets available on the website for the meet and greet. So we're doing that the 11th and 12th of May.
10th and 11th? 11th and 12th?
I thought it was the 11th and 12th. Either way, it's Mother's Day weekend in May. the Saturday before into the Sunday if you'd like, if you're camping. We have tickets available on the website. They're $1 a piece. We just need to know you're coming.
Yeah, it's not a workshop. It's not come and see all these speakers. Mm-hmm. It's a meet and greet.
Yep, come chill. We'll probably feed you.
100%.
Yeah, because that's what we do. And then just chill and hang out and shoot the shit. We'll probably have the ham radio up and running again. We did that last year. And then should be a few new people coming this year, I think.
Yeah.
So, kind of excited. I've seen a few names pop up and really excited to see some out-of-staters coming.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, get those tickets. Let us know if you have any questions. Please put in the notes how many kids you are bringing and if you are camping or not. Mm-hmm. So then we have a number in our head and we are all set. So, you got anything else for the week?
That's it.
All right. Well, it's going to be a short one this week, guys. We will catch you next time.
See you on the homestead, where something is always growing, eating, or cooking.